Check, check, check. 1, 2. Check 1, 2. I guess this thing is on. Anyway, yeah, man. Goodness gracious, D Train. What the heck are you doing, man? It's Sunday afternoon, right after the afternoon. People are trying to, watch some maybe football or basketball or something. And here you go with this heavy topic. People just trying to go to church. They trying to get their Jesus on, their Allah, their Muhammad, and Abraham. Oh boy, oh boy! But I tell you what, this is the only time I could do it because later on I will be busy. I got to do a bunch of stuff, and the wintry weather kind of hindered me from doing a lot of stuff. And then I had, you know, a sick daughter, and now my wife is not feeling well. So, you know, with the whole flu thing going on, you kind of have to, you know, make sure, things are kind of underway. So, do Democrats love illegals? Do Democrats love illegals more than black employment and dead citizens? Because all that's being floated. Got to talk about it. Okay, so I find myself around lots of different people, a lot. I'm around a lot of white people, I'm around internationals, I'm around black people. Um, I'm around a lot of people. Um, and I talk to a lot of people. I go to you know what? I like going to the Walmart. And, if I'm next to somebody looking at the avocados, I'm the kind of person I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get the good one, and give you the second best one. You know what I'm saying? I just strike up a conversation with somebody and say that's if I see it first, and you give me the second best one. If you know what I mean? I just say something crazy just to get people to smile, and people talk to you. And the short answer is, no, they don't love illegals more than they love black people or black employment or dead citizens. It's more of an afterthought. And I don't know which one is worse. Okay, so you have this economy roaring. Okay, so evidently he made some pretty good decisions in this last year with the confidence of businesses coming back to America, hiring more people, more jobs. I mean, crazy jobs. And this is the reason why I don't like to really look at the stock market, because a lot of times what you find is that the stock market is pretty much being propped up by other stock market type people. You know what I mean? The people that play that market. Most of the people out there just, find that whole thing kind of like, ugh, like I don't know if I'm gonna put my money into it because I don't know how, or it's just foreign to me. So most people live in the real world, or not, it's something to look at, but at the same time, things could crash, come tumbling down with that too. And there you go. So if if the numbers are real about black employment being at an all-time high since they've the started doing the different recording systems for it, um I'm guessing that he probably had something to do with it. Now, I'm not denying that something out of the Obama administration might have had something to do with it, because they spent a lot of money, and I saw a lot of companies go belly up because of fraud. Like, you had Solyndra out there, you had other companies, they were investing in some things, and putting a lot of money, spending a lot of money on things that I don't think we should have been spending it on. Plus, they continued, the wars and started other wars. Um, Libya comes to mind. So, you know, I feel like we're on the right track. Now, as it pertains to the situation with the spending bill or the budget, when you bring in more people from outside, and I understand these people have hard times, I understand hard times, but it's not their country. They don't have rights to this country that the people who've been had generations of family come here and did it the right way. There's so many people who from foreign lands out here that came here and did it the right way, who's also looking at this like, wait a minute, man, just free open for everybody. I mean, I can understand, like immediate family, but you talking about cousins and cousins, second, third, kind of like friend of the family, that it's just anybody. The visa lottery system and chain migration, the visa lottery system where they can put anybody on the list that, if they don't want them in their country, they can just do that. And thus we get the people that have been doing a few, what was it? You had the van incident, you had the New York incident, sand, a few of the damn sands in California. You had, you know what I'm saying? The Florida thing. And I know some of these like people from foreign, they're good people. Let them in. They doing big things, man. I vouch for them all day. Either way, if they hear straight up or not, okay, look, I put my name on the list to vouch for this guy and his immediate family because I know how hard he works. I'll do that. But to have free and open everybody, I would say that wouldn't be good. Pathway to citizenship for some, but not everybody who just wants to come here. Come on, man. They pretty much shut down any way of denying anybody and any way of knowing who they are when they come in. So you can't really say. And I'm not just talking about south of the border. I'm talking about people from way far too. I've been watching the documentaries. I've been seeing what the border border security has been saying. I see what they're saying. I hear what they're saying. I hear what the people who live on the borders at these crossing points, the danger that they're going through with the cartels, the danger that the people who are coming in have to go through before they get here, on the way here. Now, if there's an issue with their country, don't you think it would be best for the country to fix their problems that's causing that? And yes, there are some things that we could do also. I think we should legalize marijuana. That'll cut out part of that. I remember Ron Paul said, "Yeah, you should legalize everything." I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, but that'll cut out them trying to get stuff over here. Okay, so back to the issue: black employment. So when you bring in these people in, some good, some bad, a lot of them good. I see them. Some of them knuckleheads. I see them too. Okay, but they charging for real, for real. They charging. I don't want. Hey, don't. Let's not fool ourselves and say that they're driving down wages a whole lot. They charging. What that's doing though is that these guys, man, they hustling and they getting out there with teams, and that's taken away from some of the job opportunities that other people are having. Now you can't knock the hustle, but it's happening. I ain't here to lie to you. I've seen it. Come on, man. I mean, I try not to talk about too much I don't know about. I've seen it. Hardworking people. At the same time, we hardworking people too. I think on a bigger issue, we having a hard time working together. We are very independent minded. We've been kind of conditioned to be that way. Number one, not to trust. Number two, how much do you trust? Some people trust more than others, and people get got. I mean, black people that's been here for ages. We done seen it. Everything that's happening now has happened to black people. Anybody will tell you that. The vaccines. Come on. You know exactly where I'm going. They did it in Guam too. Giving people syphilis. Come on, dude. You don't think that's some of that's happening? A lot of people dying from the flu, man. Goodness gracious, what's that all about? Me and my dad were talking about that the other day. Did you hear people dying from the flu? I was like, damn, man, that's been happening for years now. He's like, oh, okay. He said, all right, well. I was like, yeah, man. So, go sit your ass down somewhere and just take it easy, man. Nah, he's good, man. Hey, that's one of the strongest people. Hey, he outwork anybody I know, including young people like me. Yeah, I said young. I'm young-ish. I might be getting old, but I'm young-ish. And then you have the dead citizens, and I hate to go there, but goodness, man, it is there. Trump, he put out that ad, man. I love that dude. I'm sorry, y'all. I love it, dude. He's look, he's like the black guy, except he's a billionaire, and he's like that black guy on the corner that just be say whatever. He's kind of bright. He's got something. He don't be telling you everything, but he don't mind telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's who he remind me of. Except he's white. He's a white guy, and he's a billionaire. He's like, bump that, dude. But anyway, back to the story. So the Kate Steinle thing, that's just one case. I mean, you think of I mean, I could look at cases from North Carolina alone, man. You know, I know somebody who was sitting on a jury for a case. Ain't nobody's. They had to have a translator. They had to have a translator because they wanted to make sure everybody understood every question. You know what I'm saying? And I think a couple of the guys were here illegally, and it was a murder case, yo. And that's not the only one. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. This happened not too long ago. This kid, oh my gosh, man. Now he did this to his mom. You know what I'm saying? This was his mom, yo. This kid right here, North Carolinian, decapitated his mom. Walked out of the dang house with her head and a knife in his hands. Are you kidding me? Now, I don't doubt. Now, look at that nice house. I bet that mom is a hardworking mom. Look at that. Got a couple cars over there. Got an American flag in the yard, man. She's a hardworking mom. And I think part of it was, mental disability. There were some mental issues there too, unfortunately. And I think if medicines were involved, and or maybe he got off his medicines too fast, or he maybe they didn't have the support. I don't know, man. But he was here illegally. But here's another one. Fayetteville. What happened over there? Something happened over in Fayetteville. Let me get this other screen share. I mean, so it's happening. This stuff is actually happening, y'all. So don't sit there and act like, you know, oh, you just don't like the, illegals or whatever you want to call them. I'm sorry. I don't know all the terms that you supposed to say. I apologize. This happened in '08. 64-year-old woman. Are you kidding me? My mom is around that age. My mom and dad, they're around that age. And this Julio Cesar Ramos is around my age. Oh my goodness. Paulette Locklear. That sounds like it could be Native American over in Cumberland County. That's, I think, Fayetteville area. She was just out trying to help this dude, and it's sad because a lot of times those are the people that get hurt, are the people that's trying to help these people. I just feel like there's different ways to help. Um, I think some of these other places need to get their act together. I mean, I'm not going to go so far as to call them, S-hole countries or nothing like that, because, there's great people from all of these countries, but yes, I think the term is a reflection more of the leadership of these countries and also how they've been, how do I say it? Um, Manipulated. There's been some. Look, I said it. I said it already in this. Just in this few minutes right here. There's some things on all sides where people's situations didn't just up and happen. There's some things that occurred for them to happen, and so how do you get them to stop happening? They got a issue down below the southern border with some of these cartels, and how did that happen? How did these guys, and then how did they recruit? They say, hey, look, you either be a part of us, you're gonna be dead pretty soon. And what you gonna do? Say, oh well, I guess. Or you just try to, stay low key, like probably most of the people, unless you live real close. I know how the inner city can be. You have this type of thing in the when people are incarcerated also. You get with a group, or else you kind of out there, like that lone gazelle getting ready to get eaten up by the damn cheetah. Nobody wants to get eaten up by the cheetah. So they stay with the flock. They got more of a chance. Just keep a lookout. Say something when you see something. So I think black people are starting to understand that, look, I don't feel like being an afterthought. I'm getting, I got this job, and these other entities are pushing up these women's groups in order to say, I feel like it's in order to say, hey, what, are you against women? Because if you're not for us protesting, the women's protest marches, they made it about Trump when really it's about these people, who are, taking advantage of, raping women. You don't have none of that on the Donald Trump's side. I mean, you had some females come out. Turns out they've been offered some money for a story that kind of muddies the waters a little bit. When really and truly it was the people who mainly said we need to treat women right in front of the cameras. They saying this in front of the cameras, and then all these, skeletons start popping out of, closets and pockets. And some people had a few skeletons in their hands between their fingers, just playing with them, and they just bloop. These skeletons coming from all over the place, yo. So there's a little bit of disingenuity, if I can be a little conservative. I don't know. I don't think they like. I think they just love everything, and then they just go with whatever the media is telling them to go with. They got these talking, senators up there who, look nice. They look nice. I met a lot of people that look nice, man. And then you just get peel a layer under that, and then you be like, dang, man, this is all rotten. This is rotten. You ever seen that apple? You ever seen that apple on the thing, and it was like it probably had a little dent, or it probably had a little like hole, not a hole, but like a little something there, and then it looked kind of rough. Then you got that shiny apple. You you eat that shiny apple first, cause man, you know that shiny apple's gonna be good. That shiny apple is banging, yo. That shiny apple don't taste like nothing. Probably got a bunch of pesticides sprays all over it. They probably painted it shiny. Then you bite into that other apple. It's a little rough, but man, that apple tastes good. Anyway, like, I think y'all might have to share this one. And go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much. This is D Train. That was just a little bunk I was brewing on. Peace out.